Bubble Busters!
My name is Mandy. I live with my husband Alex and my daughter. We thought it would be great for our daughter's future to start taking classes in kindergarten. And perhaps because of that, she's grown substantially far beyond her age, both in literature and math. She was a genius. She was fluent in the second language as well, thanks to speaking lessons. Casey, you've grown so much. I'm so proud of you.
I'm still not as great as you, but I'm greater than Dad.
I don't know about that.
I'm serious. I beat him in chess.
When did you learn to play chess?
From Dad and his app. He always plays it on his phone when you're cooking. He tells you he's working, but that's where I learned it.
I see. Anyways, he was lying, huh?
Yeah.
That man.
Huh?
Nothing.
Mom, you're scaring me.
It's nothing. Casey was growing up fast. She was observant, too. Far more than I can ever imagine. But I'm glad she has learned at her age that studying is a fun activity. And I think we as parents did our part there. Casey is looking into getting into a private elementary school. I'm not worried at all, but we can't let our guard down. I don't want her to feel pressure from us. The day came for the exam, and Casey and I decided to head to the school a lot quicker than needed, just so we don't miss the train.
Dad, I'll be going.
Good luck, honey.
You make sure you're on time too, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, you're always so stubborn. Don't fall asleep again, okay?
I know.
We'll be going now.
Bye.
Good luck, honey.
And so we were off to the station. This happened when we were waiting for the train.
Hey, Mom?
Yeah, honey?
Why is that lady's stomach so big? It doesn't look like she's fat.
Wow, how did you know? That's right, she's pregnant. She has a baby in there.
Really?
Yep, you were like that too, you know.
Wow, really?
It's very hard to carry a baby around, okay? So you have to be kind to them and lend them your seats when you can, okay?
Okay, I will.
Casey, you grew up to be a very kind person, okay?
I will, Mom.
It wouldn't matter how much book smarts you have. If you didn't have any morals, that would all be nothing. I wanted to teach Casey that. When the train came, we both got to sit down because there were seats open for us. It looked like Casey was looking around to see if the lady was able to sit down. I watched her look around and made me smile. We got to our destination and got off the train. I was walking towards the gates when I noticed that Casey was not with me. I looked around in shock and found an unbelievable sight.
Mom, hurry, the lady says her stomach hurts.
The lady had gotten off at the same station, and once she did, she sat down on the ground and began to hold her stomach. I quickly rushed to her as well. Are you okay?
My stomach.
When were you planned for?
I was told a month later.
What? Let me call an ambulance. People started to pile up, but no one was lending us their hands.
Are you okay?
Thanks. Oh no, you broke the water. Where is your designated hospital?
Trouble Gynecology.
That's where I went. I know their number. Let me call them. What's your name?
Humes.
Mrs. Humes, they're on their way. Please stay awake. I put a jacket over Mrs. Humes. I patted her back as I called and explained to the doctors what had happened. That was the only thing I could do. The ambulance arrived and she was going to be sent to the hospital. But the doctors told me that they wanted us to come along to explain to them what had happened. If we were to go with them, we would not make it to the exam. But Mrs. Humes does not look like she could talk. I was faced with a hard decision when Casey reached out to me.
Mom,
Yeah, honey?
I know it's a big day for me, but we have to save her.
I remembered what I told Casey this morning. She was right. I had to do what I had to do. Trouble buster. We got on the ambulance and explained to the doctors what had happened. I told them about Mrs. Humes and that I had contacted her gynecology already, and explained to them what had happened. I explained to them the situation as well. After that, I had to call the elementary school about us not being able to make it. Hello? This is Mandy, mother of Casey, who was going to take the exam today. Yes, this is your interviewer, Paul. Oh, we won't be able to make it on time. Huh? So you're going to cancel, is that correct? We were actually at the nearest train station, but we saw a pregnant woman who needed immediate assistance. So we're on the ambulance with her right now, so we won't be able to make it on time. I see, but we take no excuses here. I understand. I don't even know if that story is true or not. Are we done? Okay. And so she hung up. Casey noticed that my face had clouded after the call.
Mom, I'm so sorry.
You did nothing wrong, honey. In fact, you told me you wanted to save her, and that's why I was able to act. Thank you, Casey.
But
you did nothing wrong. You aren't wrong, Casey. God is looking upon you.
okay.
We arrived at the gynecology, and Mrs. Humes was rushed into the hospital. We watched her get rushed in, so we went outside. So no exams today, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have the whole day open now.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere before we head home.
Yeah.
Casey, what do you say?
I thought you and Dad would be happier if I took the exam.
Yeah, yesterday we would have been. But today you went and helped that lady out. That makes me and Dad much more happy.
Really?
Of course. We're really, really happy. I know you're a very kind girl at heart.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere now, okay?
Yeah.
Soon after, I had a call from the elementary school.
Hello? Is this Mrs. Mandy?
Yes, who is this?
I am the principal from the school you were going to exam for. I'm Mr. Griff.
Oh, hello?
I want to talk to you in person today. Where would you be at right now?
We're at the park near the school.
That's great! If possible, would you be able to come to the elementary school again?
Oh, sure. We walked to the elementary school not knowing what was going to happen. When we arrived, we saw a man, likely Mr. Griff, run straight towards us.
Mrs. Mandy!
Oh, yes, are you okay? You're sweating a lot.
I'm the person that just called you, Griff, the principal.
Huh?
This may be sudden, but your daughter is accepted.
Huh?
I heard you went and saved a pregnant woman at the school today. And that woman is my daughter.
No way!
It's true. And I just heard that the baby was born just now.
Wow, that's great!
The baby! Yay!
My daughter woke up and was told from the doctor in the ambulance about how your daughter was the one that decided to stay with my daughter. And how she took the lives of 4 people over this exam.
I see.
We had 2 interviewers today, me and Mrs. Paul. I was just right now scolding her about how she treated you over the phone today. I'm very sorry for how she treated you.
No, it's okay.
Please, we would love to have your daughter be accepted into the school.
Thank you very much. It's an honor. After this, Casey was really accepted into the school. Mrs. Pohl, who had took our first call, was moved from the teacher staff and has moved to doing greeting outside the school, something even Casey would be able to do. And Mrs. Humes and I became great friends as well. Casey had even taken on the role of being a sister to her child. It was a strange chain of events, and I feel that God is really looking after us. Troublebuster.